Welcome, everybody, to the Plumes of Hazard. I, this evening, am your host, the Angstful Vapor, and these are my co-hosts, the lovely Mass Blast 09, and a chair.
And Foo's arm.
Hello! So, my question, first off the bat, is have we got it 2 times in a row? I feel like it went pretty well. I feel like our audio looks good. I feel like everything's okay. Nothing's blown up yet.
Hey, Mass needs chat.
Oh, Mass needs chat. You can handle that. I haven't done this.
Have it open myself.
Yeah, I introduced myself and you, but it does throw off my whole rigmarole because now I gotta say Slanjava, everyone.
Slanjava.
Welcome.
That was
no
delicious.
alcohol second week in a row.
What's that?
I was gonna save my Guinness for tonight, but I drank it before dinner, and I was like, "Yo, I'ma save this Guinness for later." Nah, fuck that. So
Why is Masty louder than Angsty? Turn up my mic. I'm happy to. No problem.
You sound loud enough to me.
I
can't. Sorry, I can't because no one will give me the fucking chat link.
I can certainly do that. I did tweak around my settings in Meow. Audio settings.
I want my chat window.
Microphone. I'll bump myself up a little bit, and I also bumped it up in the OBS's. Skull. So by the way, Foo, you're gonna have to be watching show chat tonight a little bit tighter than normal because, and I'm seeing I'm regretting doing this. So as I was creating the live event tonight, right? It said, "Hey, would you like to automatically hold messages that are deemed offensive?" Or I was like, all right, I thought you already did that, but okay. But we've got a couple colorful speakers in chat tonight, and it's not bad. I mean, these guys aren't saying anything bad. Like I think Rob said retarded or something earlier, and it flagged it. So yeah, that's a thing. Did you give Masty chat yet?
Oh, so my message must have not shown up then. You might want to check the admin panel.
I was seeing if my Yeti was working. I was testing it. I guess you didn't hear anything. Okay.
I did not. That worked, Basti, probably because you're already an admin, so it didn't hold yours.
Okay.
It didn't hold yours up. You're too important, my friend. Too important.
Oh yeah, I have a wrench next to my shit.
You got a wrench next to your shit.
Would you say it's ratchet?
It is ratchet.
Oh man. So I'm looking over here. So the other one thing that's kind of funny, when you first start the stream, right before you go live, on the YouTubes, you hit it and you could wait for a few seconds or whatever, but the first thing it says is in big red all caps bold letters says bad, stream status is bad, you're not receiving data fast enough. Like it's like really negative, but after it runs for a couple minutes it goes, you're good, 1080p. You're fine.
It's like a train ride at boot camp.
That's right. Oh man. See, now guys are abusing it.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, I shouldn't have said anything. Tim's like, just say Risardo, and it still flags it.
Might be a face panning.
So I feel that this is appropriate due to status of Floridians or, I mean, all of Florida right now. Remember to leave bread and milk out for Jim Cantori on Hurricane Eve, or he'll leave you without power for a week.
I don't know who that is, but it's funny.
This fucking guy. He's from the Weather Channel, and anytime he shows up, the fucking storm hits. He was in like Satellite Beach today, and I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, at least it's not Chris Christie who like ate all the rations for Hurricane Sandy, guys.
So this jackass shows up back in the 2003-2004 hurricane season, where we had one right after the other. And my dad is an administrator here at in the county, and they have to work the shelters during that time, blah blah blah. So we were at one of the shelters, and this guy shows up trying to get in, and sorry bud, it's closed,
get out.
So he started a feed from the shelter, like being a little bitch, and then a tornado was on its way, so he had to park his trailer on like the side of the building, and he couldn't get a signal. So he was just camped in his trailer. We were hoping that he would get his ass blown away, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, he's got the kind of face he wouldn't feel bad if it happened.
Oh, it's so punchable.
Very
it's
punchable.
Great.
Absolutely.
So punchable. Anyways.
So I was watching something recently, and they do something that we've never done very well. This guy that was hosting...
Talk about vaping?
Yeah, talk about vaping. No. Are you kidding? I wasn't watching anything vaping related. No. But what the guy was doing was, he's a Twitch streamer, and and people that start off watching the stream, he like says hello, like explicitly, instead of like, we do it occasionally, but I don't feel like we did a good job, so I kind of want to do that.
You mean like tonight. Me in the first episode?
Well, how many viewers does he have? Like 2?
No, dude's got thousands sometimes, but he just kicks off at the beginning people that are there early. You know, like on time. He's just got a few dozen there, and he literally goes through a few dozen. Yeah, like a roll call, which is pretty cool. So I want to say hi to Rob and Rick and Toonie and Festy and Vic, and who else is here? Johan is here. J.A., Mr. Hunt, Rob Wiggles. Who else do I see? I already said Johan. And Brando. I almost met Brando. And Tomas. And Tim from Indy. And Liana's. Is it Liana's? I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. I see your name in here all the time, but I don't know how to say it. And Duro, of course. My boy Duro. He keeps asking to be added for a list. I don't know what list you're talking about. I'm not running a list. The only list I probably have access to add you to is the Plumes Shadow Cotton list. I could add you to that.
Dude, everything was melted when it got to me. Go figure.
Oh, is that right? I actually didn't jump into this one. I
ate one thing and I put the rest in the fridge.
I've got dozens of Shadow pouches here. I don't need any right now.
I just ordered 3. Like, honestly, since our last order, I haven't gone through a pack yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you've been using the mesh straws, right?
No, I still change my cotton, but I only run one atomizer.
Right.
And I re-wick like 2 to 3 times a week.
Right, but I'm saying you're running the straws, so you don't need much cotton, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's still probably brown dripper amount, right?
It's a little less than what I'd use in a DA build.
Right. All the UK reviewers say hi to everyone before they start their show. Rick,
Yo,
do they use the right there when they say it?
Got him.
All the lists, Duro. Every list I got, X1. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. Unfortunately, I can't do the one you probably do want to be on at the moment. I can't get you on, which is the Zeta. I wish I could get you on there.
What about the Zeta Project? Did anyone watch that? What was on?
No, what's that?
It was a Batman Beyond spinoff.
Batman Beyond
episode
spin-off?
itself, that episode itself in Batman Beyond was good, but the spinoff was like, but yeah.
I'm familiar with the Batman Beyond. I thought it was actually a really cool take on the Batman thing.
I loved it.
The intro was cool. They did a pretty good job with that show, I think. I haven't watched that in a long time.
It was good.
But you said it was a spin-off of that? You said it was the Zeta project or something?
Yeah, I remember watching it when it came on and not being particularly hype about it.
Rob said,
I can't imagine it was on very long.
Rob said their chat isn't censored either. Yeah, next time, Rob, I'm not gonna do it. That was a mistake. Rick says that there's a list coming this weekend for the Zeta. I'm glad you said that actually, because I need to tell Sean and Will, because they've been after one, and I haven't been able to get the thing. Private King, hello. So the other thing, so this guy that I was talking about, I stumbled across him. I haven't watched him in years, like plural, many years. I actually had forgotten that he existed. His name is Lethal Frag, and he plays FTL. That's why it cropped back up in my feed, because I've been watching some FTL things. Are you familiar with this game? It's from years ago. Yeah,
I'm familiar. I never really played it though.
It's like a roguelike space game, basically, right? So it's a similar sort of format, but it's totally random. It gives zero shits to kill you. You know, it'll wipe you out at any point in time. That whole roguelike thing. So I picked it back up recently for whatever reason, and I watched a couple of videos on it, and so Frag came up, and so he's got this thing, and I'm not saying he pioneered it, but he's been doing it for a really long time. A lot, and I think we've talked a little bit on the show about how some YouTubers, they affect an accent when they're talking, right? They have those crazy accents or whatever. But so this guy, he straight up sounds like kind of like a radio announcer, like DJ, kind of like. He's got this thing that he talks like this all the time. I mean, like he does it all the time. It's not even something he puts on. It's just how he talks. So like he does it, and it's a little disconcerting, and to be honest, it's a little annoying at first. But the thing about it is, I've actually, over the last couple of days, even though it still sticks in my head a little bit as being kind of annoying, the guy is really focused on being positive. So even though he's like this big, ridiculously beard, like we're talking Dale beard, Masty, like here, this
beard.
wide, this long. I mean, and he like will comb it out and stuff on the camera. It's like, it's ridiculous. This crazy beard. But he's seriously focused on like YouTube and his broadcasting, and that's what he considers as broadcasting, is there to be peaceful and relaxing at the same time of playing a stressful game. So like he's playing a game to be competitive and to have a challenging game, but at the same time he's there to not just bitch and moan and swear and just whatever. And to be honest, I need a little of that in my life at the moment. So I'm actually kind of enjoying his channel, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
Speaking of which, it has been 14 million degrees here this last couple of weeks. Until yesterday morning, I woke up to a thunderstorm. Like a proper Texas thunderstorm. It cooled off a little bit. It rained like all day yesterday. It was so nice. It was like down in the 80s.
We need some dry weather coming this way though.
I bet. I bet.
This is what I find kind of hilarious. Let me back the map up a little bit.
Are you gonna share something? I'll move it over to share. Hold on.
This is the current track. There's my house.
Oh shit!
Ready? Look at the letters. This is F for pay respects.
Type F in chat, everybody, to pay respects for Florida.
Hey, fucking respect. There you go.
I'm not gonna lie, Masty. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had an Atlantic hurricane coming at you.
Yeah. Let's hope it. It's still a little bit out, but let's hope. It's actually right here, but that's where they're pointing it. So, yeah.
Private King, I
Sometimes.
do tend to agree. Well done. Texas is best. There are many good states.
So I bit my lip last week, and while I was just eating now, I bit that same spot again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that's the crappy thing about biting that, right? Because it swells up, and then you end up biting it again because it's bigger because you bit it, and it's like this. It's a vicious cycle.
It was finally starting to go down.
Yeah.
Rob asked if Hurricane Zen's coming again. Yeah, he's got his belt with his pogs on it. His fucking pog belt.
Wait, Fu, I know you said you were thinking about saving your Guinness, but you didn't. What about your claw? You don't got any claws tonight?
I haven't been to Target recently to get a case, and my 7-Eleven has been out.
There's been reports of dudes getting pregnant by drinking too much of that.
Oh yeah. Well, I could use some. I could use a new hobby in life. So
You could use some action.
yeah, I was gonna take up kids.
Yeah. So something happened just a moment ago. I'm gonna toggle views again because for some reason Fu is cut off.
My shit is all fucked up tonight.
Yeah. I don't
think
know
my other
why.
webcam shit to bed. I'm fortunate to have an extra, but my Yeti is also not coming up, so I'm a little concerned.
Oh.
Actually, one moment. Actually,
Here, I'll go to this other view. Then you can see his pretty name.
just need to follow my Yeti wire.
Unicorn's hole. Well done. You got caught in the filter. Yeah, and Mike is pissed, I'm sure. Hattie. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. So, yeah, I am hot. I'm finally cooling down. I've got my fan cranked. If you can you hear it in the meeting? Is it humming?
No.
Okay, good. I didn't know if my mic was picking it up. Rob says, "Foo, your eyes do all the talking." If you can hear me at the moment, as you wander away from your computer. He just pulled a twisted, Nasty.
He gone.
He gone.
No, I'm still fucking racking my brain about my Yeti right now.
Oh yeah. So Fu went to come in here live, and our conferencing software was not playing nicely with his mic suddenly.
Yo, so speaking of conferencing stuff, I set up at a friend's office a Logitech Rally system, and it's really nice.
Is that right?
4K. It's got a 4K camera. It does. It's got. I mean, it interfaces with Zoom and GoToMeeting and all that other crap, right? Maybe a month goes by and the camera's dead.
Nice.
Dude, this camera is pan, tilt, zoom. I mean, automatic. It'll track faces, everything. And call up support, and they're like, "Yep, we'll send you a new one." Okay, what about the old one? Dude, this camera is like $700 by itself. I'm like, are you? And he's like, "Yep, we've gotten reports of them doing that." I'm like, doing what?
It happens.
Holy
Take another
shit.
one.
I mean, it must be pretty freaking bad. Like, and it was working fine, and it came on and it died. I'm like, man.
Cheech, buddy, I've got bad news for you, pal. There hasn't been any free shit here in a long time. No. Yeah, no go. Yeah, Rob's right. There must have been a real ugly guy getting your conference room and bust that camera.
Yeah.
Addie, I have seen pictures of Mike's shop, Zen's shop. It does look amazing. Like, straight up, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
If I was ever up that away, I would certainly roll on by, if for no other reason, to see Mike again, for sure.
Yeah, and he is such an easy, conversation
Right.
you can have with dude. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't have to be about vaping. It doesn't have to be about, nothing in the industry, nothing. You know, you can just have a conversation with him.
Well, but Zen's the kind of guy, all you literally have to do is give him a topic, and then you shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Then you'll be talking all night.
It's kind of like you're getting close to the wick, and you just light it, and you just back up.
Yeah, that's right. Light and run away, or get away. Duro, I'm not sure Zen is still doing vape stuff. I think he got burnt hard by that, by the old mod he put out. That last one that he put out, the little sidecar DNA, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Someone did that.
What was it called?
Which guy you're talking about?
Zen, his backpack mod, the little sidecar mod that he had, with the DNA board in it.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh,
That
fuck.
looked amazing in 18490 mode and stupid in 18650.
Are you talking about the ZNA?
Yeah, the ZNA. There you go.
That wasn't a side by side. That was like the preface to the SX Mini.
No, I didn't say side by side. It's the sidecar. It kind of looked like it had a backpack on, you know?
True.
It was a tube mod with a backpack. And it did. It looked so good in 490, and I would have bought one like that until I found out that it wasn't a 650, it was a 490, and with a 650 extension tube it looked really dumb. It looked
And the
really
extension
bad.
tubes were not cheap. They were like $60-$80 a piece.
Show Vic. Yeah, I know you had to put that twice in there, Vic. That's because it was hidden because you said shit. I gotta figure out how to turn that off. That's irritating the piss out of me right now. Let's see.
I'm doing some diagnostics right now during the show. I can't leave it alone.
Advanced settings. Is this where it would be? See, I'm starting to do it right now.
I should leave and go see if it works in the Discord.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in there before I came in here.
That's really annoying. The little thing he said you could turn it off whenever you wanted. But if you can, I do not see it. It's not under advanced settings anywhere around the chat stuff, which is obnoxious. So I'll definitely turn that off next time. Sorry. Yeah, they're coming through when I hit approve, Festy. So I see them in line and just with a show or hide button next to them, and they're hidden by default. I just got to hit show. It's not that big of a deal. If Will was here, he'd be on it. But I need to figure
Yes, I remember when we had admins.
Well, Will was doing well for a little while there, and then he went away again.
And what's his name? John Cena. He's too good for us.
I was really glad to see him come back in our chat.
Oh, for sure. Like, he's alive.
Yeah, seems like he's doing well. I'm glad. Hey, man, every now you got to step away sometimes. I understand. Both those guys needed
Vape
to.
game, man. Vape Nation.
Ooh, I did find out that I've got a piece of vape mail coming in soon.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's one that I've shown on here before, but I had to give it away. The retail version's coming back. So we'll be breaking that boy out again. Oop. I'm happy about it. Al, approve. There you go. Yeah, Daryl said he's blowing way too much money on vape junk. I have too, for sure, over the years. I've spent a lot of good money on vaping, and I've spent a lot of bad money on vaping. Maybe not bad money, but money that, after a while, sometimes, a week and sometimes months and months, I just stop using it. It happens. That's okay. Thanks, man. ass. So that's literally the only piece of vape news I have coming up. I've been threatening to buy batteries for like a month, and I keep not getting around to it. I haven't done it yet. It's about time to re-up on the old cracker of rails as well. Speaking of which, hey Foo, what are you vaping on tonight there, pal?
Had a burp.
Oh,
Got my usual. I got the Jack DNA 75 with the Narta with the purple almond tip.
the one that fits.
See, this is you know this is the successor to my SX Mini,
Yeah, it's following right along in its footsteps.
and I got a mint pod in this bitch. I'm out of mango pods. I can't get any in New York City. I'm out at 7-Eleven. Boo. Okay.
I need to get back over here and click on myself. Hello. This week, as per usual, it's the Limelight Freehand Bliss, not the Gloom. The Gloom's a black one. This is the Bliss. Same thing though. It's got the RAM board inside. It's unregulated, but with all the safeties and the clicky switch and the safeties and all that sort of junk. But inside of here is Railcracker. Get yours today at BigglesworthLabs.com. On top is an REA with an omen tip. Matchy little thingies. I think that's about it. I am not running this. I'm not slumming it with my Exoset at the moment. I have not pulled that back out, but I really want to because I haven't vaped Abolishment in a minute.
I haven't vaped any of our shit in a while. I've just been vaping Snowdrift.
All the Snowdrift, huh?
Yeah, basically. Because, dude, I've only been running the Narta, and you think I'm going to put something else in an Addy that has had Snowdrift in it for as long as it has, basically since I've gotten it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
it's kind of like putting...
I can't fathom setting up another atomizer right now.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Unless by the grace of the gods I bought a Zeta and a billet box and want to spend a fuckload of money on something that I may not like. But
what? Yeah, Horror still wants to buy my tosser basket. Yeah, you probably could. I haven't ventured in there in a while. I've got a bunch of crap in there, and I've got a bunch of really good stuff that I just don't use anymore. It's become less important. Sorry to hear about that, Tim. He had a DNA 250C poo the bed on him. Yeah, definitely send it back. I'm sure you can fix it. He'll repair it. Addy says you can upgrade the 250C. You can upgrade it to a 40W. Man, the DNA 40, the first couple lots, they were spotty, right? They had some problems. Mm-hmm. But
hold up.
After that, they were about damn near bulletproof, man.
And honestly, like it wasn't, it was more screen problems than, hardware.
No scrambles here, big boy.
Oh, look at there.
This was on top of my plastic drawers under my desk. I was cleaning the other week and I found it and I was using it and I forgot to pull it out until now.
Still got mine. It's still got batteries in it, apparently.
Dude, the battery list was still full. It'd been at least a year and a half since I pulled it out. Because, dude, when I got in the process of selling the house, like 90% of my vape shit was packed away. All I had out was cotton and re-wicking stuff. Everything else was packed away.
Yeah.
Minimalist as fuck. So, yeah, I'm happy that I found this. For those who have never seen this before.
I forgot you had that, the wild one.
Yeah, this one has the SNES buttons in it. Because they're purple, and if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it goes with the, shirt and drip tip that I got,
What mod crapped the bed with the 250C?
Yeah, I'm wondering what.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. If it was just a soldering problem, like an install problem, or if it was the actual board itself. I know. Yes, Festy. That does still exist, right? Meow.
You need that DNA 20 though.
Yeah, I need to. I have not used it in a long time because the battery crapped the bed a while back. This is a couple of years ago. I just haven't sent it back to Masty to ask him to help me. help me, Mass Blast. It's so tiny. I need some help. I'm actually I'm kind of curious. I wonder if it's one of those things. So, Master, when I go back and look over some of my old code, you always go, "Oh God, what was I thinking there?" Right? I'm wondering if you got something back that you haven't looked at in years. If you go, "What the hell was I doing? I just do it this way. It'd be easier." I wonder if it'd be the same.
Maybe.
Maybe. Whoa, what?
It's just those batteries are just.
What, Masty?
What up?
Look who's in chat.
How about eFest?
It's Battery Mooch.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! And I don't even have the song ready. Nothing. I'm just gonna leave.
It's been like, a long time.
Yeah, been a minute. Hello, Mr. Battery Mooch. How are you doing, sir? I was just talking about, well, not about you, but I was just talking about batteries a minute ago. I still need to grab some new ones. I've been, I think Sean bothered you recently about my unregulated battery needs. I've been running 5As for, a year or two now, whenever they came out. And the last, I think what you told him, Mooch said he's leaving without his theme song. Massey, he said he's gonna bounce.
Damn it.
But according to what I believe you told, what was that food? Wait, hold on. Let me make you big. You can do it for real. There, go.
I said I'll stop him.
Did you talk about that when you've been doing on Instagram?
Oh,
on the
yeah.
Have you mentioned that in the show yet?
Have you seen all of them?
No, you just told me about them. I haven't seen any of them. I don't go on Instagram.
So, I don't know. This is probably something I came up with while I was pooping one morning before work, and basically, I caption my stories on Instagram with something that drives you up a wall. Like, it's little things like dumb shit, right? Like, when you miss a turn signal because the schmuck in front of you was on their phone, right? And, they go at the last second, and they're the one when it gets the signal, and you get fucked in the end. So you just, I'm just filming my face like deadpan, and then I just turn that's and just different captions. So I did one where it was like, the left turn signal, and then I did when the woman in front of you gets the last marble ride, Seinfeld reference, shit like that. Or when I had to wait in line at the pharmacy for 20 minutes the other night because this woman wanted to take forever. It was 11 o'clock, dude. 10:30-ish. Yeah, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. It was Sunday night. So, yeah. It's hyperbole.
Yeah.
Draw the knife.
Hyperbole.
Yeah, hyperbole.
Yeah, hyperbole.
So I wonder if there's a lot of people tagging Mooch in a post that was made on Reddit a couple days ago about this guy's Lost Vape Orion doing one of these.
Oh yeah,
doing the explode. Apparently he didn't lock it, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
So, but I haven't tried running it. Let's see.
I don't own one, so.
Hang on, let me turn it down. Let me try to run it.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it has a cutoff after running for a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah.
One would assume. It's a DNA board. Most of them do.
Yeah. So even if it was pressed, but dude, it's hard to I can't see it up on the screen. It's hard to press that little button. Like, it takes quite a bit of force to have that thing pressed because it's on the end.
Yeah.
So anyways, he got second degree burns on his leg. So yeah. But look, that thing, that got crispy, man. Looked like he had the carbon fiber end on it, which probably saved him quite a bit of pain.
It probably turned out to be like a cook plate, right? It got hot, but at least didn't blow or anything, right?
Right. Yeah, mine's too low on battery.
Mooch says that he doesn't remember getting alerts for that. Is he losing his mind?
He must have, because there's multiple people that tagged him in there.
Mm.
It's on Reddit post. Yeah. There's a few. The guy even comments. He goes, "Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this guy. I used to watch and read a lot of his stuff back when I was building RDAs on MechMod. Such a useful pit stop on your vaping journey."
For sure.
So, anyways, but yep, it was. He said it was a legit Orion DNA from Lost Vapes, and he's used it for about 9 months. And he works at a vape store. He says he usually has about 4 systems running on him, so you can't imagine it was used too much. But
sorry, I was laughing at Tim. But internal batteries are safer.
mm-hmm.
I agree.
So yeah, Rob. Even if carbon fiber is electrically conductive, the problem here would be the pop, not the
lock,
not the flow,
not the zzz,
yeah,
the pop,
not the zzz. It's the hotness, the rapidly expanding hotness. Oh man. Oh, and Mooch, I thought about you. This was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I thought about you because I pulled my laptop out to go on a trip. And it normally stays open here on the side and open, and then it runs my 2 large monitors that are sitting in front of me, right? I went to go close it, and it wouldn't close. I'm like, that's weird. So I just closed it as much as I could, stuck it in my bag, and went. And when I got to the place, I set it down on a flat, like a granite countertop, and it wobbled. And the LiPo had swollen so much it had bent the entire unibody aluminum bottom casing out.
Angsty.
Yeah, it looked a little like that. Wasn't that bad.
Look, that was another Orion. Somebody posted a picture of.
Is that right?
That they were having issues. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look at that. Ooh.
Yikes.
Oh, is that a little bit of butt crack lipo I see?
That's a bloaty lipe. Yikers.
Bum bum bum. Dogma display.
I wasn't thinking about you like that. I was thinking about you in context of swollen lipos.
He knows about him.
They might have had a bad batch of batteries, to be honest.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does happen, and I would hope, I don't know this, but I would hope that they would stand by that.
You know what battery they should use in there? These green LGs.
Yeah, somebody linked to 4 different Reddit threads. PSA to all Lost Vape Orion owners, Lost Vape Orion battery swelling, Lost Vape Orion help popped.
You lost life.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Stop using it. Look at this guy's fucking. Alright, come on now. Look, so this guy posted that he was having problems with his. Look at this shit that he's got going. He put tape around it.
That sounds like a
god,
great solution.
Is he putting Spanx around his lipo?
Dude, wait, it gets better. It gets better. Look at this
you're
one.
Not fat. There's nothing wrong with you. Yeah. You're beautiful.
Hey, look at this one. Look at this one.
You're gonna explode.
What the fuck? That shit is out on both sides. And those are the metal lids. Because they got those are like the pearl whatever.
Yeah, you can see the glue pulling there too underneath the electrical tape.
Jeez. Anyways,
oh man.
So apparently,
Honda don't want none of that.
So hold on. Hey, so Mooch, this is totally safe, right? That's okay to just keep using, right?
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Vic, that's exactly what it sounds like.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's completely safe. UL testing, no problem.
Put some ice on it. Yeah, or just put it in some rice. It's probably just got some water in there or something. Just throw some rice. I'm sure it'll get better.
Wow.
Man, oh man. What did I so this is gonna make you laugh, Foo. So my nails have been looking better. Not perfect, but better lately. But recently they've started getting like the jaggies.
You started eating your boogies instead?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I started getting the jaggies and I mess with it, right? And until it just drives me crazy. It ends up peeling off. So I went to go buy myself some a couple nail files. I figured I might, if I had a file, I could knock those bumps off and it wouldn't pull. So I found these things on Amazon. These things are crazy. They're crystal, like they're
You
Polish,
have a sheath for your file?
They're Polish clay. Yeah, they just came in yesterday. This is what they were shipped in. It's because it's glass. It's like this Polish crystal that's texturized on one side or whatever.
Is that the one Sean has?
Probably.
Let's be honest. No, he doesn't own a nail.
So the funny thing about it is, so this is the normal size one, and it comes in like a little Chinese travel-y one, which is kind of funny. And then it comes in this gigantor like weapon, which I don't even know what you use.
That one's for Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Yo, that's his popsicle stick.
That's what it looked. It's longer than a popsicle. This thing's like 8 inches longer. Or something.
Yo,
It's
can you
ridiculous.
imagine? Yo, can you imagine a good humor toasted almond on one of those, proportionally speaking? That would be amazing.
It would be.
Yeah, honestly, it would probably melt before we even got halfway through it.
It probably would. So I was laughing about this with my mom actually yesterday. I was telling her about this thing. She's like, well, maybe if you were having like some stretching problems, you needed to reach your foot and you couldn't bend that far enough. You could use it for the extra reach. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to use this for, but this other one I'm going to stick on my desk. It works. They work great, and they're not
Who's
like.
not aspire to have diabetic feet, angsty. You have to reach. I wash myself with a rag.
With a rag on a stick. Hey, shut up! Mama's watching her stories. That's right, Vic. I've got the hemo nail file now. No, so that's the funny thing about it. So it was like $7 for a pack of the little, the black, 50 grit, sandpaper things, which was what I was planning on getting. But for like an extra $2, you got these cool crystally ones. So I was like, why not? I'll see what that's all about.
How much total was the damage?
Like $9 for all three.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, it wasn't bad. I'm sure it's an off-brand, whatever. I don't know. I'm sure there's a fancier version of it. That's right, Fezzy. The crystal vibrates at a particular frequency that soothes your body and soul. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no, they were not expensive. It was a 3-pack for $9 or something. They were cheap as chips, as they say. Yeah, Fezzy, that looked like electrical tape to me, which clearly just fixes it, right? I mean,
yeah. At first, I thought it was like Velcro tape.
Yeah.
And no, it was electrical.
Maybe he needs like a tiny little ratchet strap to just compress it back down. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be. Why are you filing turds? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, Horace said it's a nail file versus an emery board. Honestly, I thought those two terms were interchangeable. I didn't realize there was a difference.
Incorrect. It's
so is the emery board finer grit? Like, is what I have here an emery board versus a file? Because the black, like the super coarse ones or whatever, which I've used before, they're super coarse and they just destroy your nails, right? If you're not careful, you can saw the crap out of them. For the long one. But these are super it's like frosted glass kind of thing, right? And it does the job really well. And it seems like it doesn't grind it away as much as it almost polishes it away. It's a little more gentle, I suppose.
Yo,
it showed it at first, and then it took it. All right, then it flagged it, Vic. I don't know what was going on with that. I mean, if if we're gonna be flagging turd we've got other problems here. Might be a little aggressive there, YouTube.
Yeah, can we just like turn that off and let us kind of moderate by ear like we've been doing?
I tried to. I looked
Get
at
a choice, like how they forced YouTube Studio on us.
Yeah, I know, right? So I did. I tried to turn it off and I couldn't find the option in the info and settings. Like next to all the other chat settings, it's not there. All you can do is enable live chat, and there's the timing of the stream optimizations of the chat and that kind of thing. But I don't see anything about the language filter. Sadly, because I would have turned it off an hour ago if I had my druthers. Yeah, you can just say tard, I suppose. Yeah, that didn't get flagged, Tim. Good job.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah.
So I like this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
how to make tea.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Colin
you know
was
what?
Colin
You know what?
He has like
You know what the worst part is that reheating tea is no bueno.
No, it's no good.
You put milk in it? No.
No. I don't put milk in my
Like
tea.
Colin was doing that. He did that a bunch within like a short time span. He has like a Keurig, but he uses like the reusable pod thing, and he'd always make like an after dinner coffee or whatever, and he'd always fucking forget about it. He's like, I don't know. I'd be like, shit, my coffee.
And my dad, he's been drinking his coffee for so long. He gives no shits. He'll throw it in the microwave. He doesn't care. If
I try not to.
But it does make it pretty significantly grosser, for sure.
I make fancy coffee. I do pour over, so it's not like hot. It's so you don't have a hot plate like a drip would. So it's like it's drinking temperature when it's brewed.
So
and it'll get cold quickly.
Here's something that I don't understand about the highfalutin world of coffee snobbery. Perhaps you will elucidate me. Can you do that for me? What the fuck is the difference between a pour over and just dripping coffee? Because that's exactly how a dripper works. You just pour the machine just pours hot water on top of coffee grounds, which drips through, which is the same thing as
the finer points that you might understand. In my opinion, as someone who used a mesh basket drip for a long time, over time, drip is a fixed temperature water, and oftentimes, right, when you buy like better beans, it matters like what temperature you brew at. Right?
Same thing with tea, right? Hot tea is the same way. Different teas are different temperatures.
So yeah, basically like with green tea, right? Like you can't boil the water before you pour it. You pour the water like a minute before it boils.
Right.
A minute and a half. So basically when you brew at an arbitrary temperature, a lot of roasts or a lot of blends or whatever, they'll be way too acidic.
Because they're too hot.
Yeah, because the water's brewed too hot. So like when you do pour over, it's not particularly hard. I have a kettle, whatever. I set it up. It's like a little apparatus thing, and it's like a basket. Just, you grind. The taste is closer to drip, but it's like much smoother in my opinion.
Okay.
Because I have a little like kettle with a thermometer on it, so I pull it at like 180, 190.
Yeah, so, but functionally, it's the exact same effing thing, but the difference is you can make it at a lower temperature if you want.
Yeah, the grind is more coarse for a pour over, right? And like, it's not as coarse as like for French press. French press I used to like, but I'm behind about it anymore. I do pour over. And and honestly, the whole process of doing it's fun. I have fun making it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I get that it does make sense with the fact that you're brewing a cup versus a pot.
So yeah, mine makes 2 cups, which is actually great because it regulates my coffee intake. Because my drip made like 3 cups and change.
Yeah,
a little too much for this guy.
Yeah. So I have taken almost all of my lessons from Alton Brown. I don't remember coffee. Although this is something for somebody that's been a rabid Good Eats fan since season 2 or something when it came out. I love the guy. Watched every one of his episodes many times. In fact, my DVR usually has like 150 episodes at any point in time, and he usually ends up pushing them out and then re-recording them. But I don't remember a coffee one offhand. But here's the thing that I feel badly about. I actually didn't watch the new one that just came out. I haven't watched it yet. I heard about it. I'm like, holy crap. I haven't watched it yet. This last week has been madness for me, so I haven't done it yet. Do need to do it, though. Yeah. But the hot plate thing makes sense to me too, right? Because I have made coffee in a drip, pulled it because I wanted some damn coffee, right? Early, you can't ever do that. Pulling it early tastes like garbage. It's bad.
I forgot to open this. We're talking about coffee right now.
Yeah.
My coffee came today.
Oh.
I've been making cold brew. I haven't used my pour over in like a few weeks just because it's been warm, and I make cold brew, and I just always have it on hand, which is kind of bad if you're me.
Yeah.
I drink too much coffee some days.
Yeah, the AeroPress is a pretty cool thing. I've seen that thing before, for sure. Why, you grind it the night before? I thought you had to grind it right before you were gonna brew it. Otherwise, it ruins all the volatile oils.
Well, here's what's awesome about the coffee that I order. It's roasted to order.
Is what?
It's roasted to order.
Oh, okay.
What? Whoa. They didn't send me chocolates? Get the fuck out of here. They always send me chocolates with my order.
Yeah, for sure, Mooch. I'm very pleased that Alton's back, for sure. And I've got several of his books. Is a great dude. If you've never seen it before, by the way, I suppose we should talk who this is. So Good Eats is a show that. Oh yeah, hold on. I'll make you more bigger there, Foo, so they can see who you're repping. Redbird, Blackbird blend, dark roast.
Blackbird brewing in the dead of night.
They have a lot of exotic shit that I don't really care for because they're mostly medium roasts.
Yeah.
I personally, at my old age, I can't do medium roasts. They're too acidy for me.
Makes sense.
Dark Sun. And this roasts, if you look, roasted on August the 26th. Well,
nice.
You fucking inferior webcam. Anyway, roast on August 26th. So these beans aren't like at their best yet, because usually like a week after they're roasted, that's when they're like.
Yeah, that's when they're good. So if you don't know who we were talking about a minute ago, Good Eats is a show that was on. It's been off the air for several years at this point, but he had like 8 seasons of a show that it didn't. He didn't cover like recipes per se. He covered like the science and the reasons behind what you do in the kitchen. So methodologies more than recipes, and broke down cooking to what it is, which is a science. At the end of the day, you're applying heat to food in certain ways to make it taste good and to make it better for you. And it's just good. I mean, it's funny, it's engaging, it's geeky, and it's awesome. I absolutely adore the guy. He's a trip.
He's back, right?
He is. Yeah, this last week. That's what I was saying. This last week, he released his first new episode in forever, and I didn't watch it yet. I need to get on that and see if I can track that down. Jay Hunt says he's got a Pyrex percolator from the 50s that makes fantastic cups of coffee.
Yeah, I have no aspirations to get into fancier coffee gear. Like I know Chuff got me my AeroPress. He uses an AeroPress, but he got me my pour over for Secret Santa, and it's fucking dope.
Yeah,
but he uses an AeroPress, and I'm just like, I'm good with the pour over. Like I think I'm there.
You got it done. Hey, you got to find what you like, right?
Like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not the Nintendo mod, but
for sure.
Don't matter what's powering it.
The whole percolator thing always intrigued me because of how it works. It's a really neat mechanism that's so simple, but pretty cool.
Jay Bigglesworth, we have clashing coffee ideologies.
Oh yeah,
because he's also a pour over guy, but he's a paper cone guy.
Oh.
I use like a ceramic basket.
I think I have had, so I'm not like, I'm not like a giant coffee person, but I do drink coffee, especially when it's cold out. But I have gotten paper filters that you can taste the paper for sure. Like it's not, I can taste it. It's gross. And I've gotten other ones that are a lot better that you don't. Battery Mooch says Food Network has episodes 2 and 3 on Sunday. Sweet. Good. I'm glad.
Oh, this isn't vape mail, but I joined the club.
Oh, Chuff was talking about that the other day, right? Those tumblers.
So yeah, he told me, he like linked me. He linked it. He tagged a few people, and then me, maybe me. I was like, dude, this is dope.
I mean, I didn't really understand the purpose of it unless it's for coffee. If it's coffee, it makes sense.
Also, just the cold water from my fridge. It stayed, dude. I left this on my desk overnight, and it was still cold in the morning.
But volume. So for me, like that 32-ounce Yeti that I've got is great. Something that small, like I would just be getting up to go fill it all the time.
This was half off.
Price though. That makes sense.
$14, you know, or I could, you know, get a 40 ounce for like $30. I'm like, nah, this ain't too bad. But I christened it with a Guinness like 2 nights ago.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, Jason.
Also, the bigger
clear.
one doesn't fit in my clamp cup holder that I showed you.
Oh.
This fits. And honestly, I think anything heavier than this would actually cause it to fall off.
Yeah. Most of the larger guys, they do have the cup holder size, you know, waist, so to speak, that goes down small enough. But if it's
an adult sippy cup, Brando. It's like insulated and shit, so it keeps stuff warm and hot.
And it's
fucked up. I should have bought a couple of these. A, to gift. B, maybe have one for coffee. But I like drinking out of my mugs. You know what I mean?
What? Coffee and mugs kind of go together, right? It's like having a good glass for whiskey.
Yeah. So I think Massey linked their coffee thing as well, but I didn't read the best reviews about the lid. So I held up on that, but I should have ordered a couple just to gift. So it's a good...
What up, Yankee? The what he's talking about, by the way, it's an REI fancy pants hiking mug glass thing. REI is super cool, and boy, do they price their things like they're proud of them. Most of the time.
Well, the thing is, they carry actually good shit.
They do.
When they have sales, though, dude,
Yeah.
You get some steals. And if you shop there like a couple times a year, it's worth having the membership because you get a dividend.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at I was looking at scooping a bike, and I'm like, I'm gonna be spending a little bit of coin. I should become a member.
Yeah, for sure. So I was in a townhouse. Gosh, this was like 12 years ago before I bought my first house. I was in this townhouse, and the local electrical company was a co-op. And to this day, I get checks in the mail, like, you know, $2.72, like my little share of the dividends or whatever from the profits, just from being a customer.
Yeah, that's better than my share of a class action settlement. My sister got one for her student loan. They literally mailed her a check for 1 cent, and she kept the check. And I just looked at them like, they spent more mailing it.
Oh yeah, they spent more printing it.
Everything that shit cost like 80 cents, whatever.
At least, yeah. Bless you.
Even 80 cents, it's still 80 times more than what the check was.
Right. It reminds me of the jerk when he's going through and doing all those refunds, and he's writing all the checks for, I don't even remember what the number is off the top of my head, for $2.72 or whatever it was. Oh, tell me I'm not the only guy that loved that movie.
Which movie?
The Jerk. Steve Martin. Oh, dude.
I haven't watched it recently enough.
Okay.
Because I feel like I was really young when I saw it.
Yeah.
So I don't remember it. Like I watched Father the Bride a million times growing up, so I'll never forget scenes from that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me just do you a service as your friend this week. Go watch The Jerk. It's a fantastic movie.
I can fit it in. I'm doing my psych rewatch right now.
You're doing a psych rewatch. Awesome.
I also didn't finish it. Like the last 4 episodes I didn't see. So.
Oh, that's too bad. I never watched it when it was on.
The musical shit got on my nerves then.
What's that?
Really did. The musical shit got on my nerves then.
It would there. Yes, I.
So to the point where I was just like, "Yo, fuck this shit."
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I absolutely cannot argue with that. But that said,
no.
I never watched it when it was on TV. I watched it later on Plex. I had all the episodes, and I sat down and watched them, and I'd never seen them before. And Sean heavily recommended it, and I watched it. It was a really good show.
I love it.
It's a great show.
I love it. I'm in season 3 right now.
Yeah.
I'm laughing harder the second time around.
I'm sure.
It's like any funny show.
Yeah. That's actually really good. I'm glad you brought that up because I haven't watched it in years. I should go back and watch it again.
You should do
Yes,
it.
Jason, absolutely. The cans. Get away from the cans. He hates these cans. They're
Anyway.
defective.
We're all fucking tired, and I don't know. I don't have any news. Do you?
No, and Lewis, is it $1.08? It may have been. I honestly can't remember. It has been long enough that I don't remember the number, but it was a great movie. Absolutely great.
Anywho, Mans is tired. Mans is tired.
Yeah, Mans is tired. I'm definitely wiped.
I gave a coffee lesson tonight. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm glad you did. That is something I've wondered about for a while because I knew I've had more of a coffee. So I've seen how it
If
works. I just
anyone
didn't know
in
why.
chat wants to be more, moderately bougie with their coffee, because I'm like, that's what I consider myself. I'm moderately bougie. Trust me, one of my friends works at a shop, like an independent coffee shop, and I went to like an event, and I'm not an elitist next to like some of the people I've met
Yeah.
through like my friends' work parties and shit. Like, I walked in with a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, but I trolled that shit hard.
Right, of course. Absolutely.
This
Yeah,
is like
Vic.
social
I was
college,
born
but
a
anyway.
poor black child.
Anyway, yeah, feel free to ask if you want to, be more snobby about your coffee.
Yeah, we can have Foo's Coffee Corner. That could be a new segment.
Can you imagine I start reviewing coffee? I'm like drinking way more than I should be.
Yeah. Psych was a TV show. It was not a movie or a film.
Gus is the best character on that show.
Who?
Gus.
Gus. Oh, yeah. The straight man. Absolutely. For sure. I mean,
Anyway,
yeah.
Psych.
Son, that's... What is that? That's shit. This? Shinola. There you go. Oh, man. Now I need to go watch the jerk again. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with the Plumes of Coffee and Good Eats for this evening. Maybe sometime soon we will be having some more vape mail to talk about, but not this week. Hey, you guys kick ass. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you again next week. Peace
Peace.
out.